Alright. Hey, what's up guys? Chelsea, welcome back to Fate Grand Order. Last time in LB6, we went to the auction in Gloucester, and definitely wasn't MASH for sale. It was Muramasa. You know, easy mistake to make. They both have iron weapons, and to be fair, that was really the only thing we were basing things off of. So, you know, easy enough mistake. But yeah, now we are. Oh, and Kuyansuki is here in LB6, which I mean, we already kind of sort of knew that, but whatever. But she's working for Murian, who apparently has no intention at all to help us ever, even though she acted nice at first. I think she's just scouting us out, if anything, seeing what we were about. Hey, Meridak, give you 6. And yeah, now we're getting into the third fragment of LB6, which is a little bit longer. It's not one node for once. It's 3 nodes. And yeah, it's like the title says, it's probably gonna be a short stream. A new fridge is getting delivered at, well, supposedly between 1 and 2, but last time we got an appliance from this place, the guy showed up like 45 minutes early, so I want to make sure I have time. So yeah, I'll probably just do unless the fragment ends up being really short, like less than an hour for the 3 nodes, but we'll see. Let's get into it. The first fragments actually count as a section. True. But yeah, I guess with the other 2 having been like, but not even 10 minutes each, I guess, yeah, counting as a section would be like, eh. But I mean, they still gave Saint Quartz, so I mean, it still kind of counts. Right? Kinda.
No, it isn't East. Sheffield.
Oh god, what had I don't remember how I did these guys' voices. I just know the big one had like a deeper voice. Did she get all 3 of... I checked out her first and third ascensions. I have her set to second ascension now, but I haven't used her yet since changing her to second ascension.
There it is. That isn't East. Sheffield.
I don't remember how I did this guy's voice.
The biggest hub city in all of northern Britain. Oh, what an incredible citadel. Is that a castle up there on the hill?
That's right. That's the only place with ramparts like that apart from Camelot. Did you know there's something special about Fairy Britain's ramparts?
No?
They're also bounded fields. The fairies that build them take a lot of time making sure they come out just right. Basically, nobody can get past these walls except through the gate. If the gate's open, you're free to pass. If it's closed, nothing's getting through. Those are the rules these kinds of magic walls are built with. Plumbing and windows aside, as long as you can keep the gate protected, everything inside will be safe. I say Bogart's the one who had all this built, including the castle.
Bogart? Is that the Lord of Sheffield?
There sure is. He's also known as Bogart the Braggart and Bogart the Loveless.
Damn, no bitches, no maidens. Poor guy. Hey, Gogeta.
He didn't just lose the battle to decide who would lead the Fang clan. He's also so unruly got kicked out of Norwich.
So he was once in the running to lead the Fang clan?
He must be quite the fairy then.
Braggart speaks for itself.
But why is he also known as Loveless? Gee, Mash, what do you think?
Because he swore off marrying for love,
and now only takes human women as wives. Oh god, is he gonna set his sights on MASH? I feel like that's where this is going. I hope not, though.
Because he swore off marrying for love and now only takes human women as wives. Every fairy he married in the past all hated his guts. The only reason he lost his mono battle with Woodrose and his money game with Spriggan is because his wives betrayed him.
Damn. So he's impressive enough that if his wives hadn't screwed him over, he would have beaten both of them? That's kind of impressive.
When they were done with him, he didn't have any place left to go. Ever since he's only taken human women as wives, it says that at least slaves will never betray him. So that's why he's called Bogart the Loveless. If you ask me though, I think he still wants love. He just doesn't trust it anymore.
I don't blame him.
I see, it sounds like he's been through a lot. But that just makes the fact that he still managed to build an amazing castle even more impressive.
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
You really have a thing for castles, huh, Ace? Maybe you really are from the upper class world then. Has anything coming back to you yet? It'd be great if you could at least tell us where you're from.
No, I still can't remember anything from before you all saved me. But I did get the feeling I had something very important I needed to accomplish. Well, of course you do. You tried to...
Stop putting that in her head.
You're the damn man who's gonna keep us all safe. The one who's gonna save all of Britain.
I hope you're right.
I've seen so many different sides of Britain on the way here. I know it's been less than 10 days since we started traveling together,
but I've seen enough to know that it's a beautiful, beautiful country. Yeah.
If this power I possess really is meant to keep this country safe, nothing would make me happier.
Hey, Wag. Rob. We're gonna have to go through the checkpoint soon. This is our last chance to let her go. I say we call a go-between and get this over with.
What, you just want to dump her out here and be done with her? Bit cruel? But I mean, I guess the other choice was selling her as a slave, huh?
Right. It's probably not a good idea to go into Sheffield right now. Then again, we've also come this far. It wouldn't hurt to stick together a little bit more, right?
Huh? Aren't we gonna introduce Anise to Bogart, Rob? Then of course we've gotta go to the castle.
Fine. Just do what you want. We only started being merchants because we couldn't cut it as thieves. This kind of merch was always gonna be too rich for our blood.
Poor Mash. Of course, Mr. White Wolf still following them, aka Grim. Didn't they say that was Sage Grim, or like the narrator did? And so the ferry's cart stopped in Sheffield. At this point, Ritsuka was still sleeping in the nameless. What? Oh. That changes things heavily. I thought she had wandered out of the woods maybe like a day ahead of us. But no, apparently it's been almost 10 days between when we even woke up. Like, maybe we haven't even been found yet and taken to the village. Okay, that changes things a lot. So she's built a reputation as that other child of prophecy that was mentioned before. Not in just a few days, but with like a 2-week head start almost. And Da Vinci had just become acquainted with Mike. Okay, so we should be waking up and starting our stuff in that village pretty soon by this point. Okay. But we're still in the village for 3 days. Or 4 days? Was it 4 days? 3 or 4 days? And so this other child of prophecy made her way into Sheffield. None the wiser that they were in the midst of a rebellion against High Queen Morgan. That is a bit of a... Oh. He looks a lot fancier than Woodwose did. I mean, Woodwose still looks pretty fancy, but he's a thicker mane.
That little girl is a child of prophecy. Yes, Mr. Bogart, sir. We're sure of it. She's got iron armor and an iron shield, a dangerous-looking iron pipe, and she's strong enough to smash boulders. Please don't ask us where she came from. That's a secret to keep. But we're positive Anicia, as the child of prophecy, is going to save Britain. So we're hoping you'll treat her well and appraise her accordingly.
Idiots. Did you really think you could put one over on me? That girl is no fairy, she's a human.
Huh? Anisa's human? Oh, you're joking.
Right? Right?
She's got just as much magical energy as a fairy. Besides, no human could possibly be that strong.
Not necessarily. It's very rare, but there are some humans who are also fearsome warriors. That girl there does smell like a fairy, but she also has just a whiff of human about her. You must think I'm a fool if you really believed you could pawn such defective merchandise off on me. Here in my city of Sheffield. They weren't lying! They just... They didn't know! Liars are no better than criminals, and fraud is a crime punishable by death. Gods, arrest those merchants and have them hanged. You can throw the girl in a prison cell. What?
Yes, sir.
What the? Hey, save us an ease!
Ah! Yeah, get him.
I'm sorry, but please stand down. Also, Rob and Wag are not liars. I can't remember anything right now, so I don't know if I really am the child of prophecy or not. But if they believe I am, that's what I'm going to be for them. Yeah, you tell them, Mash. So if you're going to treat them like criminals, I insist you treat me like one too.
Anise. How's this girl so strong? Get the Fang soldiers over here. She's too much for us alone. Whatever you do, keep Lord Bogart safe.
Hold it. No need for that. This girl means us no harm. It seems we're pulling a fast one after all. Very well, I'll hear you out. Go ahead and give the merchants their payment. Now what is your name, brave girl?
Oh, Rob and Wag call me Anise. It's a lovely name.
No. Anise? That's not what she said. Oh, do you generally make a habit of eating children? No. Then forget about going by... Alright, buddy. You there. Are there any guards who can still move?
Yes, sir. The others are still numb from that earlier attack, but I think I'm more or less recovered.
Take this girl to Habitrot's tailoring workshop. Okay, gonna finally meet Habitrot. I knew she would show, or... I assume Habitrot's a girl, I think? Habitrot's tailoring workshop. Then when she's ready, take her to the royal chambers. Oh god. Why did I have a feeling that's where this was gonna go? I've never seen a woman like this one before. Well, I'd rather she had more meat on her bones. That attack of hers was a sight to behold. Today is your lucky day, girl. You'll be my partner for tonight. Once you've cleansed yourself, you have to wait for my arrival this evening. Damn, 60 seconds? That brother doesn't last very long, huh?
What? You're taking a niece as a bride?
You can imagine a fan. Yeah, she has no idea. Oh, poor Bash. Oh, God. You know, surprisingly, I don't think I've ever, yeah, I don't think we've ever happened to ever see anything in that regard. Oh, boy. And so she came to the fairy who would serve as her final bastion. The workshop of Habitrot, the ever-cheerful fairy beloved by everyone in Sheffield. Habicat! Habicat! Please don't be mad, Habicat. I know you've already got a lot on your plate, but Lord Bogart has a new job for you.
And you think pussyfooting around will make me say yes? I already told you not to bring me any more work. I didn't come here to stitch together armor and spears and bags. I came here to sew dresses, damn it. Do you have any idea who I am?
I'm Lady Goddamn Habitrot.
The greatest dressmaker in all of Britain. Excuse me. Bogart said I was supposed to get changed here.
Huh? A pretty woman.
Right.
Habicat, did you finally lose it? I mean, you've always been kind of a mess, but...
Alright, finally a job worth doing. At last, my waiting is paid off. Don't tell me.
Bogart wants me to make this girl an outfit, right? I'll have it done in less than no time.
I mean, just look at how cute she is.
That settles it. I'm making her my bride. Bride? Does that mean I'm going to be marrying her and Bogart? Don't pay her any attention. This fairy's always been a little off. She just showed up not too long ago after we started looking for a fairy who could make bridal dresses. She's definitely good at her job, but she's also pretty, well, weird, old-fashioned, unflappable. I'm still not sure she fully understands that we're rebelling against Morgan here. Well, she probably knows. Still, she is good at her job. She's always claiming she's a friend to all brides or something.
That's me. I'm Habitrot the Spinner, professional seamstress. This fairy is all about helping blushing brides before their big day. But never mind that. I'm all set to get started, so let's take your measurements. Hey, I wasn't talking to you. Go on, get out of here. Give us some privacy. And tell Bogart he'll have to wait another day. He always thinks these things take way less time than they do.
Got it. How about some milk? Should I bring some by later? Stop treating her like an actual cat. Unless she likes being treated like a cat. Okay, never mind. Carry on.
Of course, I deserve a reward for my hard work after all.
And don't forget to heat it up. Alright then.
Hi there, young miss. It's okay, you don't have to be scared. This is all happening so fast, you must be totally bewildered, huh? Well, don't worry, I'm on your side. After all, I'm Habitrot, friend to brides with bright futures ahead of them everywhere. No more stuffy iron armor for you. I'm gonna make you the best dress ever. Thank you, Happy Cat. I'm a niece. Alright. Bogart said I'm not supposed to use that name anymore. Is Anise the name of someone special to him? My niece, huh? Yeah, that's definitely not a good name for you. There used to be a scary fairy called Black Annis who went around abducting and eating children. You don't need a name like that. Let's see. Pardon me? I knew it.
I'm gonna call you Mash. How do you... Okay. Does she have like a name tag in her shield somewhere? Or does she have another way of somehow telling... I highly doubt this is coincidence, right?
I'm gonna call you Mash. You alright with that?
Okay, I hate to say goodbye to a niece, but Mash sounds fine too.
But why did you pick Mash? Because it's written on your shield, see? It's right here on the inside in chalk.
Oh, wow, you're right. And it's such big letters, too. I can't believe I never noticed.
So you're responsible enough to write your name
on your things, but then you forgot your... She wrote her name on on her giant-ass shield. Okay.
But then you forgot your own name? That's funny.
And so she regained her true name, but only in the most superficial sense. It would still take some time before she returned to being Mash in both name and soul.
Okay, now that your measurements are all done, it's time to get to work. Oh, do you have any preferences when it comes to color and stuff? I know your armor's mostly black, but I bet you look great in white.
Yeah, probably would. Habitrot began happily cutting away with her scissors. And let me guess, it'll be a look that we'll never get to use as a costume or anything. It'll only be for like one sprite, for like one scene here, and that's it. And the next day, or not sprite, but it's like CG character art. The best time of Habitrot's life came to an end. Oh. Oh, that's daunting.
There, all done. You can open your eyes now, Mash. Go on, take a look in the mirror.
Oh, it's cute. And again, I highly doubt we're gonna see this beyond, like, maybe a few scenes here in LB6. We'll probably never see this again after, like, maybe, like, 3 appearances.
This is wonderful, Happy Cat. I love it. It's easy to move in and warm and so very soft.
It almost like feels like I'm wrapped in stars.
I can't believe I'm getting such a lovely outfit so soon after I got here.
I must be the luckiest bride in the world. Yeah, sure. Well, we'll see about that.
Morning, Mash. That's great. I'm so glad to hear that.
And now our story begins in earnest. Ooh. For the time being, the girl was no longer a shield bearer, but a lady, the envy of everyone. Thus began her days of splendor and delight, easily one of the few and most peaceful times in all of Fairy Britain. At least for the short time it lasted before Sheffield Castle was razed to the ground! Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I guess if they're rebelling against the High Queen, I guess they would get retribution eventually. Be retributed upon. That's unfortunate. Well, that's what they get, I suppose, for opposing High Queen Morgan. Those rebels, the rebel scum. From the moment the first rays of morning light lit the sky, Sheffield's Castletown was abuzz with excitement. Overnight, rumors of the Lord's new lady, the knight in iron armor, had spread in a flash. They said she was more than a match for both the Black Dogs and the Moors, and that she was even stronger than Bogart himself. More on that later. Interesting. Did you hear about a new lady yet? They say she even sent Lord Bogart flying, and he withstood a blow from Gawain. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, that's pretty impressive. And the merchants who brought her here say she's a child of prophecy. Oh, that's true, he might actually be able to go back to Norwick. Oh yeah, I got a peek at her in the castle yesterday. She's definitely the real child of prophecy. You can tell she's no ordinary fairy, and there's just something different about her. And I thought my heart was gonna melt when she smiled at me. She might even be as much of a beauty as Lancelot. You hear that wagon, Winky? The whole town's talking about an ace, I mean Mash.
And Bogart paid us a boatload of cash for her. We'll be all set for winter this year.
Too bad we can't see Mash anymore. Though, I didn't think she was gonna live in the castle. No, I thought we'd all be together forever.
Yeah, well, when you brought her to a lord who's known to, well, I mean, I guess to be fair, you didn't know she was human, but when you brought her to a lord that, only takes human women for wives, then, you know, you kinda, I mean, again, you didn't know, but just unfortunate circumstance.
Don't be stupid. We just gotta be patient. Bogart's bound to get bored of her eventually, and when he does, we take her to Edinburgh. You just know knock naughty up north would pay even more for the Child of Prophecy.
Ah, come on, not you too, Rob. Wag, I can understand, but you. Mash is just merchandise. Now that we've sold her, that's it. We're done. There's nothing towing us together anymore. I say we leave Sheffield before it's too late. The longer we stay, harder it'll be to make our escape. Escape? Why do we gotta escape, Winky? You've got money now, right? Aren't we gonna stay here till spring?
Yeah, Mash protected us. Nobody's ever protected strays like me and Wag before. So we're gonna stay here until we return the favor. But if you want to go, Winky, you can go. We're not like us strays who drifted here. You're actually from the land of the Fae, and you're way smarter than us. You'll be fine on your own no matter where you go.
You're giving me way too much credit. The more clever some twisted bastard thinks they are, the less capable they are of changing what they believe.
Just so we're clear, I do not believe you're actually the Child of Prophecy. The only reason I'm letting the townspeople people believe different is that it suits me. And let me be clear about one more thing. You have no right to voice your opinion. Gee, so much for her being your bride. I need more than power if I'm going to defeat Morgan. I'm also going to need the grace and dignity of a king. You're no more than an ornament to that end. All you need to do is stand by my side as my beautiful queen. Right. It certainly doesn't hurt that she's very strong.
Yes, Lord Borgart. Lord Borgart. I'll conduct myself with the dignity of a queen worthy of Sheffield.
By the way, did you sleep well last night? I'm very sorry again for how rudely I reacted.
No, with that, I don't have a scratch on me. Don't worry your pretty little head over it. Now then, guards, I'm going to see how our soldiers' training is coming along at the barracks. Keep an eye on my lady. Make sure she doesn't escape or leave the castle at all, for that matter.
I don't think she has any plans to.
Yes, Lord Borgart. Leave it to us.
Cruel as Borgart was, he was also an excellent lord. He spared no effort gathering mercenaries, training soldiers, and reinforcing his ramparts in preparation for the inevitable battle against High Queen Morgan's army. Yeah, and how will'd that go, huh? He made sure his army would be strong because he was sick and tired of losing. Honestly fair. Although he was internally driven by his fear of failure, at this time, Bogart was still regarded as a good ruler. Acting dignified. She's taking her role seriously, at least. You know, there's that, I guess. Puffing out chest and putting on airs. Realizing there's more to dignity than that.
Lady Mash?
Mash, you gotta chill, girl. Come on. Come on. You don't need to be so, touchy, I guess?
Yes, I'm the queen. Do you have a problem with that?
Oh, I know, my lady. So, you're Lord Bogart's wife, right? Which means you're now one of the lords of Sheffield, right?
Yeah.
Well, with all that in mind, I have a favor to ask you on behalf of your citizens.
Oh, God. Okay, Bogart asks you to make sure she doesn't leave the castle. Then you drag her out of the castle to help fight more. Okay, alright. You don't listen well, do you, Mr. Guard?
We've been getting lots of eyewitness reports of Moors spotted in Western Sheffield. And according to the merchants who brought you here, the Moors have no effect on you. The Fang Clandals have more resistance to the Moors' poison than the other clans, but it still hurts like hell. So if it's not too much to ask, we're hoping we might be able to ask for your assistance.
So that's why you brought me all this way. And then I'd be glad to handle this. Since I destroyed part of the castle's walls last night.
It's only right in you my part to help. Damn, how much force did she throw Bogart? I assume the damage to the castle walls was from her knocking him away.
Damn it, how are you so damn cute? But that's not what's important right now.
Wait, why are you here?
What do you think you're doing, Mash?
What were you thinking, Guard? When did things get so bad in the Land of the Fae that we have to send Our Lady out to fight?
I'm gonna tell Bogart about this, you know.
But it's the duty of a lord and his wife to protect their territory, right? Besides, she's already evil as far as Queen Morgan's concerned, so...
Are you calling my bride evil? Have you seen how cute Mash is? She's the happiest bride in the world. She wouldn't even catch a butterfly or pick a flower or... You sure about that? Did you forget she's... You know, okay.
Why are you wearing your old armor? You didn't rip my dress, did you? Oh, no, not at all. Don't worry, I'm still wearing your dress underneath my armor.
Ah, it's gonna get all wrinkled.
Now I'll have to make a new one. But that can wait until after we've taken care of this.
Oh, is this the first appearance of Hubbatrot in a fight?
I'm not gonna make you fight this battle all on your own. I'm gonna be right there beside you. Huh? You can't do that, Abby Cat. If the Moors touch you, you'll... All you need to handle Moors is a little ingenuity. It's not my fault fairies these days can't think for themselves. More importantly, my name's Hubbatrot.
I don't care if other fairies call me Happy Cat, but you're not allowed. Oh, why not?
Huh? Why only me?
Because you're her bride? At least she likes to think so, anyway. Ah, well. Whatever the reason may be, who knows? Only got 2 of her skills, but I mean, it makes sense. Her last skill literally kills her, so you know, wouldn't want her to die. Oh yeah, man, she is level 100. I didn't even notice. Yeah, I guess maybe her Galahad spirit origin just... in Arthurian myth, is Galahad from Sheffield? Maybe her Galahad spirit origin is getting like a boost by being here. Oh yeah, I'll look at it after this. NP. Yeah, I noticed it was a different name, but I was expecting her to pull out her giant cannon. But no. Apparently not. Okay, let's see. Unknown. Yeah, I feel like this has to do with Galahad. It has to. I don't know where else she'd randomly get power from. I like how Habitrot's doing most of the work. I could use this again, I guess. Now I'll wait a turn. We'll use it this turn. Both, maybe. Both noble phantasms. Ow. Rude. Yeah, let's do, What's your name? Okay. Is that a different line than usual? I feel like that's a different line than usual. That's just a normal MP line? Okay. Maybe I just don't use MASH enough, or it's been so long since I used non-Ortnax Smash that I just forgot what what she said during it. Yeah, been a while since we've seen the normal. It's been so long since playing the slow version, yeah. Ow. This thing is about to hit us real hard. Go, Happy Cat, go! We got us good defense buffs, but this will still hurt. Ow. Actually, not that bad. Okay. Could have been worse. Does she have her? No, one more turn. Nice. Good crit, good crit. Ouch. Meouch. Yeah, we get it. You're a big, tough Moors. I know. I really didn't need to do that. Probably would have been better to just have a mash attack in there, but whatever. Alright, we still killed him. Got them crits. We might have killed him without the crits, too. But, hey, you know, crits always help. Was the god thing witnessing this? Was the child of prophecy invoking High Queen Morgan's castle? An omen that she'll one day lord over it? Maybe. I'm going to assume canonically MASH doesn't actually use Noble Phantasm here, maybe? Like, we can use it, obviously, but, like, canonically she doesn't. That's my only assumption, really.
This is why I hate fighting. All that work for almost no reward. Oh, that was amazing, Habitrot. I've never seen another fairy move like that. Oh, you think? Well, we artisans need to be able to complete surprise rush orders in a single day. Me, I can make a new bridal dress in the time it takes the sun to set and rise again. That's why they call me Happy Cat the Speedster.
I can't believe what I just saw either. No wonder Lord Bogart holds you in such high regard. Did the Wing Clan make that spool of yours? But wait, besides Murian, the Wing Clan died out 1200 years ago.
Murian? As in Game Master Murian? Huh, I didn't know she was still alive. Or maybe she passed the name on to her daughter. Well, whatever. Now that we've taken care of the Moors, how are you gonna show your appreciation? You gonna treat us to the kind of yummy lunch we deserve?
Probably not.
I know we're not allowed to enjoy eating when Bogart's around, but that won't be a problem in the castle town.
Of course, I've been wanting to introduce Lady Mash to everyone anyway.
Are you sure that's a good idea? Lord Bogart did say I wasn't supposed to stand out. Nah, it'll be fine. He won't be back until nighttime anyway.
Watch him already be back at the castle, like, where is my queen?
Yeah, it was a big slog coming all this way, right? So it's only right we make the most of it. And the fairies of Sheffield love human culture, so they're not prejudiced against humans at all.
I mean, yeah, if their lord keeps taking human women as wives, I would think they would have probably lightened up a bit.
Trust me, they're gonna love you down at the pub. They'll be happy, you'll be happy, and I'll be happy.
Exactly, besides Lord Bogart prohibits us from treating humans like slaves. He says it's only fair since we've all been banished, so we really are equals here. Honestly, I don't know what we would do without our humans. In fact, there's one human woman in particular I'd like to propose to myself. Oh?
Huh, is that so? I guess Sheffield really is all about freedom then. And here I thought he was just talking
Big about not doing things like Queen Morgan.
I'm sorry, you said you were all banished?
No, you mean you didn't know? This place used to be a ghost town up until 100 years ago. It wasn't until Lord Bogart and the rest of us rebuilt it that Sheffield became what it is today. We used to all live in Norwich, at least until its Lord Spriggan had us all banished. We wandered around for a long time with nowhere to go until we ended up here. Which is why we can't just abandon Norwich now. We might have been banished from it, but it's still our hometown. So if the Queen isn't going to do anything about the Calamity Pool building up there, we will. And that's why Lord Bogart's is revolting against her. He wants to save Norwich before it's too late.
Okay. So he's not a bad guy. He treats Mash a little bit crueler than need be, I feel, but overall, he doesn't seem like a horrible person. You know, he acts like any, I guess, like 14th century lord might, I guess. Even though timeline-wise, yeah, but you know, civilization-wise, they're still in that kind of zone. Maybe a little bit after that, but yeah, you know. Shortly before nightfall, the time of day known in your world as twilight, the girl stood alone atop the castle walls, looking out over the land of the Fae. At the Isle of Britain, beautiful and lonesome as it stretched out under the endless twilight sky.
What are you doing here? Have you forgotten the way back to the castle?
Oh, hello, Bogart. The scenery here is so nice, isn't it?
You referred to me as Lord Bogart. I will not tolerate disrespect. And yes, of course the view here is nice. It's so I can see any enemy forces that attempt to invade my territory. Though I suspect you and I are using the term nice very differently. This was a battlefield, in fact. This was a battlefield. In fact, the bloodstains have only recently faded.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. No, and I still don't know anything about this town.
Does this...
Yes, did you say something, Lord Bogart?
Never mind. Does this scenery truly seem nice to you?
Is he actually gonna end up, like, falling for her? Because he originally just took her because she looked good and was really strong. He was like, interesting. But I wonder if he's gonna actually end up falling in love with her. Even with all these desolate hills as far as the eye can see, in a world ruled by fairies rather than humans.
Yes it does. It seems wonderfully precious. There's something very forlorn about this scenery. It's something endearing, too. I can tell that everyone is suffering here. Rob, Wag, Winky. The people I've met in the other towns. People of But I do know that, in spite of it, they all consider this their home. That they want to keep living here, even if it's hard. If so many people still love Britain, I can't imagine it could be such an awful place.
How shallow.
What? That seemed the opposite of shallow.
This is exactly why humans are difficult to deal with. Go back to the castle before you distract the soldiers in the barracks. I won't be back until late tonight, so talk to Habitrot if you can't sleep.
I will. Thank you for your concern, Lord Bogart.
Wasn't that nice of him? What? He basically insulted you. What do you mean?
Wasn't that nice of him? Lord Bogart really is a wonderful lord, isn't he?
Don't let him fool you, Mash. Good guys don't demand people call them Lord.
You think so?
I thought that was just to keep his reputation intact.
After all, he looked very unhappy when I called him Lord before.
What? That's even worse.
Does that lionhead actually think he's some devoted husband or something? You're only married on paper. He's got no right to go around shrieking my bride like that. Only on paper? So our marriage is a fraud? No. Does this mean I'm actually a wicked woman who's deceiving kind and earnest Lord Bogart with my feminine charms?
No. Mash, no.
Then I'm both the child of prophecy and a femme fatale like no other.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you are. No wonder you're too much for Bogart to handle.
Especially since he's hopeless against anyone who doesn't detest him.
You're practically his natural enemy. Man, Bogart's predecessor must have gotten up to some real bad stuff for him to be in this predicament.
Huh? What do you mean he's hopeless against anyone who doesn't detest him?
He doesn't know how to handle kindness, I guess. Hey Arnold, congrats on Space Ash. Yeah, I was pretty excited when she hit. Now just CL in about 8 days.
What do you mean he's hopeless against anyone who doesn't detest him?
9 days, I guess, really.
Know that? It's all about fairies' most fundamental desires and unique traits. Humans' emotions change all the time. One moment they'll want to be loved, the next hated. Or they'll want to protect someone one moment, then hurt them the next. But fairies' desires are much less mutable. In Bogart's case, he uses his rational mind to keep his violent impulses in check. So he can't make full use of his abilities unless he's both hating and hated by someone. Basically, thanks to who you are, it's impossible for him to be too aggressive.
Thanks to who I am. But I still don't know who I am.
I don't remember anything about my past.
I didn't even know my name until recently. Before I came here.
No, before Rob, Wag, and Winky began calling me the child of prophecy.
I had no idea what I should do or even what I was supposed to do. No, for that matter.
Did I even have a self before I lost my memories? You did! You did!
Why do you ask that?
There's only one thing I've learned from losing my memories. There's something missing in my heart. Like there's a hole right through it.
Missing your senpai?
All the fairies I've met have a purpose. Something they intrinsically seek. Some of them help others for money, some of them hurt others for money. But I don't have anything like that. Whenever I try to help someone, I always end up realizing the same thing. What is it I want right now? What is it that drove me to help them? I don't know. And it makes me feel very empty inside. I have a heart, so I know I can't get away with this forever. I don't think I was even aware of that emptiness before I lost my memories. now I can't help but notice it. After all, I don't have any memories left to cover it up. Something was missing in me. No, it's not right. There's a gap in me that's long been ready to receive something, but I refuse to try and fill it. So I find it very hard to believe that there's anything I can do. Oh, Mash. Habitrot blinked in astonishment at the girl's surprised confession. Losing her memories wasn't all bad. It made her aware of a serious problem.
Well, hey, most people don't really know who they are or what it is they want. They say that kind of thing becomes clear on your deathbed, but for better or worse, we're still alive. You need something to drive you, a goal you can be proud of. That'll also help you to learn to love yourself. You said you have a hole through you, right? And you're not trying to figure out what you should do as a person. You're trying to figure out what you want to do. Maybe that's not the kind of thing you notice when you're already leaning on others. But this journey is gonna be just for you, so you can find it for yourself.
Don't listen to her too closely. She's going to bail before this is over. Mr. Narrator, stop spoiling. It'll be a long, long time before the girl finds an answer she's comfortable with. For the time being, the fairy's words were just meant as advice to cheer her up, in the hopes that one day they'll form the core of the wheels you'll use to spin your own thread. I'm sure she'll figure herself out once she sees her senpai again. But until that day, she'll be wondering what it is she wants to do, what she should do. Alright, I almost forgot a very important part. Do you mind if we rewind just a little bit? Sure.
I've been waiting for you, my lord. You must be tired after a hard day's work.
Humph. Is that your attempt at playing the model wife? Impertinent whelp. Bro! I don't think she's trying to do anything! Don't think I don't see what you're doing here, clever lass. Playing along obediently will do nothing to change your fate. My only objective is the throne. Everything I do is in service of defeating the clans and killing Morgan. You're no exception, child of prophecy. Are we gonna show how he got smacked into the castle walls? I'm quite used to betting humans. I'm going to deflower you now. I will not be gentle. But if you wish to fight back, you're welcome to try. Oh, I think she'll do more than try. This is the room in Sheffield Castle's guest house that was prepared for MASH. On the night that the Child of Prophecy was clothed in a bridal dress and told to await Bogart's arrival. This is what happened during her first night as Bogart's 62nd bride. Gwa! Fucking destroyed. Yeah, how'd that go for you, man? Gwa? What was that? Are we under attack? Huh? Lord Bogart? What in the world happened? Ah, the wall by the throne is ruined. Everyone, come quick. The enemy is trying to kill Lord Bogart. No! Hold it, I'm fine. Don't call the other gods. I just slipped, that's all. Yeah? You slipped, huh? I'm terribly sorry, sir. Still, it's amazing you're alright after falling over 50 meters. I guess that's why they call you the Stone Lion, Lord Bogart. I'm so sorry, Bogart. I'll be right down. Are Are you okay? Are you hurt? Again, I'm so sorry. I was actually very nervous about all this. So even though you just lost your balance from being tired and were only trying to grab my shoulders for some... Right. Yeah, that's what he was doing, Grab my shoulders for support. You surprised me so much you just shoved out with my hands. I never expected you to go flying so far. Trying very hard not to let the sudden realization of what actually happened show on his face. Good call, buddy. God, you're to tell no one else about this. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Of course, sir. I didn't see anything, sir. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get back to my duties. Whoa, the Child of Prophecy is amazing. I can't wait to tell everyone about this. Did you not hear what he said? He said, tell no one. Shaking my head.
Bogart, would you like me to rub your back?
Don't touch me ever again. What kind of wife knocks her husband out of a castle on their first night together? You just said she could fight back if she wanted to. Or... The rumors spread overnight. They spoke of an iron woman who could even throw Lord Bogart from his own castle. They said she was strong, kind, and eccentric. A new Tam Lin like no one had ever seen before. Damn, she was here for a while, huh? I'm actually not sure if Mesh genuinely believes what she's saying or just trying to protect Bogart's reputation. I don't know, Mesh can be kind of... I mean, he outright said what he was gonna do, so I mean... But like... Would a Mash without memories even know what he meant by deflower? Like, she could have literally no idea what he was talking about, and then when he grabbed her, she made that like, I don't know, Mash is, it can be kind of oblivious sometimes. So I don't know. It's hard to tell. Man, Sheffield's been like a whole new town ever since Lady Mash got here. She gets rid of the Moors for us, she helps out with anything we ask of her. And best of all, she even keeps Lord Bogart from acting up. It's like he's back to his old self again. Not even the Queen's army can stop us now. Oh, you shouldn't have said that. I blame you for whatever happens, because again, in the first node, it said that Sheffield gets razed to the ground, so I blame you for what's gonna happen. Norwick is as good as back in our hands.
A toast to Lady Mash. A toast to Lord Bogart. A toast to our knight. The Knight of Sheffield.
Cheers. Must be nice to be you, Wag. Sheesh, the Knight of Sheffield, huh? Mash is the Child of Prophecy, remember? She's not just Sheffield's knight. Sure, those princess clothes look great on her, but there's something special about her. She's more than that. If you ask me, Mash looked plenty elegant in that iron armor of hers too.
What, you jealous of Bogart now, Rob? Did you forget you were the ones who brought her here?
Well, of course not. I just think it's sick how everyone in town's carrying on about her. Well, I mean, I know we're going to the same for us, but still. Every morning I see Mash looking out at the horizon up from atop the ramparts, and she always looks so lonely. She used to smile all the time. She used to be really happy. It makes me wonder if maybe we made a big mistake.
Is that so? So what, you don't think Mash is the Child of Prophecy after all now?
Humph. She was just a lucky find at first. Just another piece of merchandise. But then she started talking to us like we were equals. And before I knew it, I got attached to her. Me and Wag got from Fairy Britain. We drifted here from outside. We're basically flotsam. Objects, humans, sometimes even fairies. They wash ashore here sometimes. We're like changelings in a way.
Flotsam? I've never heard that term before. But I guess that's pretty typical of Morgan's reign.
We're not part of any clan, and we didn't spring up naturally. We don't belong anywhere. One day Queen Morgan's soldiers caught us, branded us with command spells, and just let us go. They knew we'd die when we got squeezed for our existence tax at the end of the year, so they didn't even bother killing us. That's why I threw myself into any kind of work I could find, no matter how dirty. You know what Wag's like, he doesn't even know what's going on half the time. Still, I'm like his big brother, so it's my duty to at least make sure he's got enough to eat. My only purpose every year was making sure we survived. At least that kept us from becoming Moors. But unfortunately, it also made me forget a bunch of things. Hesitation, uncertainty, compassion. Next thing I knew, I was thinking I was a full-blown bad guy.
The accent is morphing.
Next thing I knew, I was thinking I was a full-blown bad guy, and that I could do whatever I wanted. It would have been a lot easier if I just stayed like that. But being around Mash made me realize I hadn't forgot my values after all. Child of Prophecy's supposed to save the fairies of Fairy Britain, right? It's got nothing to do with us, since we've never truly been part of this land. So no, I'm sure she's not the real Child of Prophecy. The real Child of Prophecy would never save us.
I don't know about that.
And this might be a fake Child of Prophecy, but she's even better than the real one.
Does this mean the reason you're still here in Sheffield is...
What do you know, dummy? Go on, get lost. What are you even doing here flapping your gums? Don't you have some tailoring to do for the lady or something?
I sure do. I'm Habitrot the Spinner, friend to all brides. Don't worry, I'll make sure Mash stays safe. And if I ever need help, I'll come to you first. Whoa, we're not scared of the Moors or the Queen. We're all gonna keep Mash safe together.
You're right, Winky. If we just parted ways sooner, this would never have... Huh? Winky? Where'd you go, Winky?
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 Erm? That's probably not good.
4th Platoon has returned from Edinburgh, Lord Bogart. They weren't able to meet with Narnia, but they were successful with their business negotiations.
So they managed to procure the iron weapons then. Give the weapons to the fairies and take the armor to the human barracks. Just having humans around will be enough to empower our fairy soldiers. They don't need to take part in the fighting. All they need to do is stay alive.
Yes, sir. I'll have the tailor fit them for armor right away.
Now where is the Child of Prophecy? Down in the town again? I thought I told her to stay by my throne. No wife of a lord should conduct herself so thoughtlessly. Who told her she could come and go as she pleases? Was it Habitrot? If she thinks she can do whatever she likes just because I value her tailoring skills, she's gravely mistaken. Tell her and the Child of Prophecy that their next infraction will be their last.
Well, the thing is, Lady Mash said she wanted to be of use to you as best as she could, so...
If she wants to be of use to me, she should obey me. I am the law in Sheffield, and any who refuse to abide by it shall be dealt with harshly, regardless of their reasons for doing so. Eep!
Come on, man. Hey there, boss. I heard we got some new gear, so I stopped by to make sure it isn't all just junk. What's got your fur ruffled, Lord Bogart? I see. You're all nerves, because Mash isn't here, right? Hey, I get it. She's super strong, after all. So with the army from New Darlington that's supposedly headed this way. You probably want her here by your side to keep you safe since you're revolting against the Queen and all, huh?
Don't be ridiculous. I don't need any protection. That girl would only make more trouble for me if she were nearby. Right, okay, buddy.
Then it shouldn't matter where Mash goes, should it? I mean, all you care about is having the Child of Prophecy here in Sheffield, right, Bogart?
Shh. You just can't keep your mouth shut, can you? You're lucky there's no other fairy around who can do your job. Or I'd have twisted your head clean off by now. Yeah, sure, buddy. Fine. I'll let the Child of Prophecy go wherever she likes during the day. But be warned, Habitrot.
There'll be consequences if you don't deliver on the promises you've been making. That iron cylinder that was brought here with the girl is similar to Morgan's spear, yes?
Yeah, I was wondering about that. What do they mean, iron cylinder? Like, as far as I know, she only... I mean, there's that thin sword she has in her final ascension of her normal Galahad spirit origin, I guess. Not the Orton axe. But I don't think that's what they're talking about. Nah, don't say anything about it. I assume it'll... I'm sure it is supposed to be obvious, but for now, I'll wait and see when... Because I assume the game will say exactly what it is eventually. Like, I have an idea, but I don't think it wouldn't make sense. I don't think. I don't know. We'll see.
Have you figured out how it works? Is it something we can use?
I still have no idea how it works. But I think I can at least get it to fire. I'm not sure that's how it's meant to...
Oh, is it talking about the... just the bunker bolt? Or the black barrel, maybe? But with her being in the... I mean, I guess, to be fair, the shield is constant. So I guess it wouldn't be weird for that to have stayed even though she's back in her normal... Galahad origin.
I'm not sure how it's meant to be used, though. Plus, just touching it makes me feel sick. Whatever that thing is, I don't think it's even supposed to exist.
Yeah, it has to be the black barrel, right?
I can't imagine why Mash did something like that. Whatever it is, it really, really doesn't suit her at all. But I thought it was...
True, she's yet to even mention it. I suspect she's subconsciously avoiding it. Running from it, even.
Huh. That's pretty sharp, at least for you, Lord Bogart. It's nice to hear you voice an honest opinion I agree with for what...
Never mind the Child of Prophecy. Can we use that thing as a weapon?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it is a cannon and all. You know what a cannon is? No? It's the thing with a chamber that you pack with magical energy.
Yeah, okay, so it's just a black barrel. I would think.
Then you compress and burn what's inside the chamber until something comes out. The only thing is, it takes a ton of magical energy to use. Enough that most fairies would probably wither and die if they tried. So if you plan on using it, Bogart, you'd better ensure you're the only one. Don't make your subordinates do it. No normal fairy could fire that thing and hope to survive.
So what you're saying is only those who are truly strong can use it, that's perfect. It would be an excellent way to demonstrate that I have what it takes to be king.
I should have known I couldn't get anything through your thick skull. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying before. It looks like the Queen's army is finally about to make a move. Are you all ready to face them? What will be your strategy, O great Lord of Sheffield?
Thanks to my supporters in Camelot, I know exactly how strong the Queen's forces are.
Supporters in Camelot, huh? I'm sure they're not a double agent or anything. Or triple agent, I guess, in this case.
She's sending her 3rd division, which consists of approximately 2,000 soldiers. She must have thought that would be enough to handle us. Ha! It's almost shocking how little she thinks of us. They'll never be able to get past Sheffield's walls. Our ramparts are made from strips of the World Tree's bark. They won't be easily destroyed. We have nothing to fear from the Queen's army without a Tamlin, and with Naknaria moving south, she can't afford to send more than 1 division. All we have to do is wait 7 days for them to wear themselves out against the ramparts.
I hope it goes as well for you as you think it is.
Once we've held the castle for 7 days, the Queen's Third Division will have spent its strength. Then my elite soldiers and I need only release our pent-up anger from the siege.
So you do have a path to victory in mind. Guess I was worried for nothing then. Then have you told Mash this place is gonna turn into a battleground in a few days? What am I saying? Of course you have. She's as strong as the Pam Lin after all.
No, I haven't, and I won't. How many times must I tell you there's no need for that?
I think he has warmed up to her. Weirdly enough. I think he's trying to protect her. Hey, J-Mac.
All the Child of Prophecy needs to do is boost my soldiers' morale. Anything else would only get in my way. Make sure you keep your mouth shut, Habitrot. That girl's decoration, nothing more.
Yeah, we'll see how long you keep up that attitude, Mr. Bogart.
Good evening, Lord Bogart. It's so nice of you to visit me again.
Don't misunderstand. I'm only here to save face in front of my gods. Otherwise, no Fang Fairy with his fur would ever come to the room of a woman he has no intention of bedding.
Why, because you're afraid she'll throw you again? Or push you?
Still, now that I'm here, I'm not about to waste my precious time. Let's discuss the Child of Prophecy tonight. How much do you know about them now that your memories are gone?
Not much, I'm afraid. Only they're a fairy. They turned 16 this year, and are destined to save Britain.
Outrageous. I didn't think it was possible to be so abominably ignorant. Rude? The Child of Prophecy's story begins 16 years ago. Ainsel, the head of the Mirror clan who possessed the sacrament of prognostication, prophesied that the savior of Britain had been born, and that one day the true king would defeat the false king for good. In response, Queen Morgan tried to have every fairy born that year rounded up and killed, but she wasn't completely successful. There were many villagers who harbored anti-queen sentiment. Some of them sheltered newborn fairies in the hope that one would someday fulfill the prophecy. Of course, there were also some towns who took fairies born that year and tried to pass them off as the Child of Prophecy. These days, some have even offered 16-year-old fairies in tribute to the Queen, claiming they too are the Child of Prophecy. That alone makes the Child of Prophecy valuable. It's why every faction in Britain was desperate to find them. For not one fairy ever doubted that Ainsel's prophecy would come true. You see, they knew that this had happened before. There have been other times in Britain's history where a savior has been born to rescue it. A figure meant to banish the great calamity that comes every 1,000 years, the one who channels the voice from paradise. At any rate, all but 2 of the records from the Fey era have been lost. One describes an incident that took place in Fey era 4000, over 6,000 years ago. There, a single fairy rescued Britain when constant interclan warfare had brought it to the brink of collapse, at the cost of their own life. The second is the War of Summer in Fey era 2000, in which war was waged against the northern fairies, who came here from the Isle of Shadows. In that war, Queen Mab's army of human soldiers wielding iron weapons nearly succeeded in eradicating our ancestors. But then a single fairy stepped in to mediate between the two camps, which led to the creation of the 6 clans we have today. This savior's name was Ash, meaning ash tree. After ending the clan wars, she was buried in the remains of Orkney, at the northmost end of Britain.
Oh, Orkney, huh?
Humph. The ignorant low-class fairies may believe that the Child of Prophecy is supposed to be the savior reborn, but not me. No matter how many times she may have saved Britain before, she's still lost. The calamities still exist. That alone is proof she does not deserve to be called anyone's savior.
I mean, he kind of has a point.
Now, if any of the previous saviors had succeeded at ridding the world of those accursed Moors and the calamities that occur with ever more frequency, then I would have accepted their claims.
I've noticed that everyone in town seems to be afraid of the word calamity. No, not just them. Every fairy in every town I visited on the way here was afraid of it. My understanding is that, as terrifying as Queen Morgan may be, fairies still obeyed her because she at least kept them safe from the calamities. But now...
That's right. Morgan has declared her intention to leave Norwick to its fate. This was her second grave error, after appointing Tristan the Tamlin. I may never get such an opportunity again.
You're happy about this, Lord Bogart?
Yeah. With multiple infractions against her. Easier for him to drum up support.
You can't rally soldiers without a cause for them to believe in. They need something greater than themselves. This Norwick situation is an unprecedented opportunity, Mash. It's the chance I've been waiting for to seize the throne. I have no intention of actually saving Norwick, but I will still use the situation.
Should you be telling her that?
My call to action couldn't be simpler. I have demanded that the Queen rid Norwick of its calamity pool and aid in the restoration of the city. If these demands are not met, then Sheffield will no longer recognize Camelot's rule. The Queen will either need to comply with my demands or send out her army to suppress us. Frankly, I don't care which
you already know which one she picked.
I don't care which option she chooses. Either will deplete her army. That will give me time to collude with the Northern Fairies, invite the Round Table army in the south to join our cause, and eventually create an army of my own to rival the Queen's. You're no more than grease for those wheels, child of prophecy. I neither need nor expect you to save Britain. Until and unless you recover your memories, you're not to make a move without my permission. All I want is for you to continue giving the people of this town hope. You're no good for anything.
What? Rude! So messed up. Could be a little bit nicer. Oh God, Winky, what are you doing, man? You selling us out?
That's the whole situation in Sheffield. Bogart has 3,000 soldiers, 2,000 in his fairy militia, and 300 humans. He's also gathering more forces even as we speak, so he'll probably want to make your move soon.
So it would seem. Damn it, the Queen only authorized Sheffield to assemble soldiers as a deterrent against the Northern Fairies. Now you're telling me there are 5,000 armed rebels all in one place there? That makes this the largest rebellion we've ever seen.
I'd say it's owed largely to Lady Tristan crossing a line with her antics. Ever since New Darlington was built, countless fairies have been slaughtered for pure amusement. Now fairies from all across Britain are harboring doubts about Lady Tristan, and about High Queen Morgan for making her a Tamlin in the first place.
You don't have to tell me. I'm painfully aware of that. But we've still sworn loyalty to the High Queen. We can't be party to any of that nonsense.
Right, sorry about that. Just slipped out. So about my payment.
Very well, go on, pay him.
He's gonna get killed, isn't he?
He may have lost his standing, but Bogart is still a powerful leader from the Fang clan. He can easily defeat 1,000 fairies on his own. Send word to Camelot to have Lady Gawain dispatched here on the double.
What about the Child of Prophecy? I'm pretty sure intel that valuable is worth something.
Huh, it's a good one. They just captured another Child of Prophecy yesterday. This new one isn't even worth looking into. I'm sure Bogart just made her up.
Sure. I mean, yeah, sure, whatever you say, man. Oh, I wouldn't be too quick to dismiss that officer. That fairy there was telling the truth. I especially enjoyed the description of this Child of Prophecy. How did it go again? Black iron armor, a huge shield, appears to be a girl of about 16, and a black iron cylinder that made you uneasy just to look at? Oh, it's Beryl. Oh, Beryl.
Oh, you've definitely got my attention now, brother. Please, tell me more. What's this girl's name? You do know her name, right? Honestly, I found it strange how you avoided mentioning just that part even though you're here to sell us intel. I mean, don't you think it's suspicious? It almost makes me think you're not telling us on purpose. If that's how it sounded to you, sorry. But you're wrong. I didn't say it because I don't know it. Now, if you're not gonna pay me anymore, I'll just be on my way. I want to get back to the south by tomorrow.
Why is he? He's willing to sell out everything else about her but the name? It's weird.
Hey now, why the rush? She came all this way after all. Come on, chat a spell with us. Don't worry, Winky. I'm sure it'll all come back to you soon enough. It's written all over your face.
Winky, I would tell them before you get tortured. I would tell them before things go very, very horribly for you. Like, you've already told them pretty much everything else. Like, yeah, I don't think we could hold it against you if you said more.
But, yeah. Anyway, I still have a little bit of time, so we can go ahead and start Wales. I don't know if I'll finish it, but I have like 40 minutes or so. Oh, any new notes? That's a good point. Uh-huh. I think this was the one we had already. Legend of Ashes Savior, civil wars between clans push Britain to the edge of destruction. One fairy emerges to save Britain and loses their life. That fairy was Ashta's savior. The War of Summer, a war between the northern fairies led by Queen Mab and the southern fairies. The war ends after Ash's savior's intervention, and the current 6 clan structures established. Ainsel, chief of the Mirror clan, makes her prophecy. Savior who will save Britain has been born. A true king who will defeat the false king shall appear. Okay, pretty much just the things we already heard. Wales 1. The Welsh.
What's that long ass town name? The one that was like memed for a little bit. Einsfeld, something like that. I just realized the NA messed up with the nose. Oh, how? Oh, is it because we shouldn't have had that one before? Oh, yeah, it did say 2001. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, and yeah, that's wrong for NA. Yeah, you're right. I guess I just overlooked it. How long till we get to Wales?
Well, we're taking the scenic route instead of the main road, so as not to stand out. So at this pace, I'd say we'll get there tonight, as long as we don't run into any trouble.
As we run into trouble.
Is something wrong, Latoria? You've been weirdly quiet for a while now. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to make Ritsuka nervous, but
I've been getting a really bad feeling like someone's been watching us all this time. I also get the feeling the carriage is going to flip over in about 5 seconds.
Don't be silly. I'm Red Rabbit, the most elegant wind-like fey horse around. I would never let the carriage I was drawing tip over,
Especially with passengers inside. What the snort? Yeah, what was that?
what is it? A window attack? Everyone get out of the carriage.
Hang on, we ain't under attack. The carriage just ran over something, that's all.
Hang on, I gotta fix my...
Pop filter.
Carriage just ran over something, that's all.
Something or someone?
What happened, Red Horse? Are the roads that bad out here?
No, I'm sorry, I was just writing a poem while gazing up at the sky. And I didn't notice the large number of
Fairies collapsed on the road until it was too late. Oh! So we just ran some ferries over. That's great. It's awesome.
This is incredible. It's awful. It's incredible. There are 1, 2, 3, 6 of them blocking our way.
We're alive. We're still alive. Please, help us. Why are you laughing? Our cargo just, began acting up and attacked us out of nowhere. Hey ho. We're not hurt too badly. In fact, we probably look completely fine. But the cargo took one of us away, down past that hill. That isolated cave no one would ever see unless they were looking for it. This feels like a trap. But okay. Sure. Please, you gotta save him. You nice suckers. I mean, people wouldn't turn your backs on a fairy in need, right? Uh-huh. Anyone else catch that slip of the tongue there?
That hill over there? Got it.
Get our turret.
Come on, everyone.
We need to hurry before it's too late. Wait, seriously? Ugh, there's a fine line between being nice and being gullible, you know. You know, I'm actually kind of impressed she's managed to survive this long. Me too, man. Keep an eye on those fairies, Oberon.
No problem. Good luck over there.
Up to 3 servants can be sent in this quest. Yeah. I mean, having Mash here wouldn't make any sense. Let's bring Eresh, of course. You know, let's bring all my new ones. Van Gogh and Wangina. None of them are bestial, I think. Unless Wangina counts. Really, none of these work for any of the 3, do they? The only one that would work is this one, and it's only 5%. Ah, well. Any bond is good enough, I guess. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if Ereshkigal... Well, no, I have her in her Anki form. I wouldn't be surprised if normal Ereshkigal, at least, was lawful good. But... I don't know. She's chaotic good. I don't suppose Wangina counts as like an animal ear servant. I don't think so. Yeah, probably not. I mean, maybe with the koala? No, probably not. Okay, can I just say, Wangina's final ascension is sick. I don't know what it is about these balls, but it's like I thought I would use her first ascension most, but this is just too cool not to use. Alright, and you know what? Sure, NP strength up. We'll bring a black grail. Swap those 2 around. Alright. To battle. Let's see what sort of trap these bozos set for us. Because it's absolutely a trap. Oh!
出番かい。いいぜ。知ったら楽させてやるよ。
NFF. Koyanskaya. What's this about, lady? Oh, I forgot to change the mystic code. Dang it. Alright. It's weird seeing Muramasa with Alter Ego next to him. Like, I know he is on Alter Ego right now, but I'm so used to using him as like a support where he's just a saber. I'm like, this feels wrong. This don't seem right. The hell if they're fairies? Yeah, who cares?
今のうちに準備を。
あの辺りか。先に行く。あの辺りか。おら！ふっつ！若造！てめえとは反りが合わねえよ。
Ow. Rude.
やることは変わらねえよ。
Nothing to do is any different. Alter Ego exclusive skill. I wonder if they'll ever put out an Alter Ego version of him. Like to use. Instead of just his normal saber. Apply Divine Spirit, special attack, and apply Ignore Invincible. Apply Defense, Ignore, and increase. I won't use that yet, his NP gauge is already full. What does this guy have? Resistance to all attacks. I assume that'll stay until we take down the other two.
櫛灘姫を髪に刺し折れんなよ。
We won't.
櫛灘姫を髪に刺し
Kushinada Hime already in my hair. Okay. He's AoE, right? I'm pretty sure. Because he's like... Yeah. It's basically Unlimited Blade Works, just not called Unlimited Blade Works.
折れんなよ。
Nah, it might be a waste, because I don't know if he'll even be able to do damage to this guy, but...
神髄解明完成理念収束鍛造技法臨界メイドの土産に拝みやがれこれが俺のつむかり村正だ
Yeah, 0 damage to Giant. And less than I thought to... Like, I knew it wouldn't do much, he's resisted, but... I thought he would do a little bit more than that. Jeez. Like an extra like 8 to 10k or something, but no, okay. I guess what we'll do...
白兵戦行きます。
Oh, they didn't get her all the way up. Frick. NP gauge per
黄金
turn.
蜜にも種類が
But
あ
I
る
need
のさ。
immediate... Okay, okay, yeah.
とても楽しかったとも。
And Beautiful Journey is... Yes. So we use this on you.
今のうちに準備を。望まれることを
私の方が
望まれたように。
Need a...
あれはいつか見た終わりの星。
I don't remember
どれ
ever
ほど遠く汚れても私は
hearing
星
of
を
her
探す
before,
の
but
です。
yeah.
さあ幕を開けてアラウンドカリバーン。そう君たちはあらゆる困難を乗り越える。
I
そ
don't
の
know.
勝査を今示そう
I don't know.
ビューティフルジャーニー。さあ行けるとこまで行ってみよ
Maybe she was mentioned
う。せ
in
ーの
Shimusa? Oh, right. So that line then implies that in his alter ego form he has Susanoo mixed into him? So it's not just Muramasa in Shiro's body, it's also Susanoo?
任せて負けないぞ
切るぜ。
いくよやったは
若造
Which makes sense, because divinities were mixed into the other alter egos, so I guess it makes sense that you'd have divinities mixed into him too.
任せオッケーもちろん芸術とは輝くせーの
And not just himself. Alright, I can actually do damage to him
やる
now.
ことは変わらねえよ。櫛灘姫を髪に刺し、
私の宝具見
先
たい
に行く
のかい
神髄解明、完成理念収束、鍛造技法臨界。
Yeah.
これ
It'd be cool if they put out a true like alter ego version of him
どんな
for like
嵐
players
が
to
あろうとも
use, like
ど
pull
んな
for.
未来が待とう
But
と
they'd
も
have to give him a new
これを
noble
突破するの
phantasm,
が
I guess.
私たちの課題なのさボンビアージョまた会おう諸君
Because right now, this
まだまだ
this
折り返しだ
NPC version of him just shares the same one as his saber self, or I guess, yeah.
あとは
Oh, Rip Muramasa. I mean, I guess technically they wouldn't need to give him a new one, technically, but
お任せて負けない
I
ぞ
think people would be kind of annoyed if they didn't, if they went that route.
せーの突破しますなんだよ
Nandayo. Yeah, I think unironically, this third Ascension 1 Gina might be my favorite battle sprite.
Yoki それもありやります砕けろ大雨降参したかな
Like whoever designed her did incredible work. I will give them applause. Hey ho! I wanna know what I would have done if you guys hadn't come along. Alright, so last time I go shopping in Gloucester, well, I should have known that bargain set was too good to be true. Ah, yeah, I got scammed by Kuyanskia. You mean he actually was in trouble? I guess so. Now I feel bad for not giving those fairies a fair shake, no matter how suspect they seemed at first.
Are you alright? There aren't any other fairies who were taken away, are there?
Nope, just the 7 of us. The 7 dwarves, huh? I'm going to assume you're all Earth Clan dwarf fairies. No 8th fairy around here. Gotta say though, you guys sure are strong, but you guys mean the redhead. You on the other hand were crazy out there in a whole different sense of the word, lady. You were throwing out so many explosions, thought you were gonna blow me up along with our escort. Next time you ought to take a page from the young Mrs. playbook. She threw a bunch of stuff at the cargo too, but she never hit me once. Going wild's all well and good, but you gotta be aware of your surroundings too, especially when there's a hostage involved. And anyone else would be sticking a lawyer on you right about now, you know? You people have lawyers?
I know, you're right. I'm doing my best to overcome my clumsiness, so I hope you can be patient while I work to improve.
Well, you bet. I'm rooting for you, lady. Nice you got guts, and that counts for a lot.
So, if you're feeling alright now, would you mind if we got going?
Oh no, it's okay. You don't need to thank us. It seems like it'd be way more trouble than it's worth. Are you sure? Now that I made you help us out, well, I thought I'd take it easy by sticking with you guys the rest of the way. Alright, sure, buddy. But alright. As always, you gotta head home and report to the boss that we're done taking out the trash. Oh, yeah, I thought we could rely on those escorts we bought. Thank goodness you guys came along to help us out. Thanks, gullible-looking lady.
You were taking out the trash? You mean to Camelot's pit? I thought soldiers were supposed to be escorts for that, since Moors tend to show up near the pit.
Well, you would have gone with soldiers, but they said they don't have time for escort missions these days. That's why we got escorts from a beautiful lady in Gloucester instead. She said we could have them cheap since she couldn't get the fine-tuning right.
Koyansky, that bitch.
So she sold them junk she knew was worthless, huh? And that fox woman sure is a piece of work. Luckily, no more showed up near the pit. Guess they're all gathered around Norwich now. Man, sometimes I really worry what's gonna happen to Fairy Britain. Between Gawain, the Fang clan's biggest troublemaker, and Tristan, the Queen's pet psycho, the only decent tamlin in the bunch is Lady Lancelot. Maybe I should make a break for the north. Nah, what am I saying? I can never do that. Or the 7 merry brothers, Lady Aurora's faithful servants. Hi-ho, hey-ho, it's back to work we go.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, what are you Seven's names? I'm just curious, you know. You wouldn't happen to be, what, sneezy, dopey, happy, curious, grumpy? Agape. I see. What? What do you see? Also, who are you that is watching us so intently?
For the record, it's not my fault we didn't get there today. It's all Notoria for dragging us into yet another rescue. You do all understand that, right?
Yeah, we get it.
Also, do you naturally attract trouble, Ritsuka? Are you just unlucky like that?
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Yeah, this did help me get my bearings in terms of using my blade doll. Fairy Britain isn't like the other lost belts I've seen so far. I finally figured out how tough my blade needs to be. Your magecraft ain't half bad either, Artoria. I got no idea why fairies here say your skills ain't worth much, but I do know they're a great fit for me. My scabbard's feeling smoother than ever with you around. Glad you're on my side.
Temporarily.
Thank you.
Same here. Uh-huh. I guess they do work well together. His noble phantasm is arts, and she is a arts buff.
I see. Unlike fairy soldiers, Muramasa doesn't just use his own magical energy to fight. He also uses external enchantments as naturally as though they were part of his own body. True, Muramasa's fighting skills are definitely a cut above the rest. You said he's an alter ego, right? Does that mean he's not a pure servant?
Well, is it okay if we tell this story, Muramasa?
Sure, go ahead. Now's as good time as any, Ritsuka. Besides, I don't need anyone coming to me later complaining about how I was secretly a bad guy all along, or how could I betray their trust, yada yada. Well, it's a long story, but here goes. Yeah, fair. Save you the trouble.
So, he's a servant mixture this foreign god made? And he's actually been fighting against Ritsuka and Chaldia up until now? Basically.
Especially in Olympus when he pulled off something really crazy right at the end.
In fact, Muramasa, that reminds me.
You were strong enough to cut Atlas's spirit origin in half. Yeah, that's kind of insane. But to be fair, I guess Atlas didn't see him coming. I think. Probably.
Yet you failed to assassinate Queen Morgan and some other fairy handed your ass to you.
Can you explain to me how that works?
Because I don't get it.
Nothing special to it. I'm just an alter ego who's optimized for killing gods. And that's only because the foreign god imbued me with divine spirits who are good at that sort of thing. Apparently one of them is a blind god of war who is responsible for Ragnarok, the twilight of the gods.
So Tyr?
And the others, well, kind of a wish fulfillment of mine. Don't ask. My point is, I'm not exceptionally strong or anything. I just don't have to use magical energy to kill gods.
Well, what other... I mean, I'm sure there's probably another god of war in Norse mythology. They seem the type to have multiple. But yeah, no, Tyr wasn't blind, was he? A blind god of war. Oh, Hother. Yeah, I don't know much about Norse myth. Tyr's the only one that came to mind, and you know, I only really know him because of the God of War game series. Apparently, one's bling on a wall. This one's for Ragnarok. Okay.
My point is, I'm not exceptionally strong or anything. I just don't have to use magical energy to kill gods.
Okay, so Susanoo, Hother. And who knows what else.
So Olympus was perfect for me, and Scandinavia. Well, Scandinavia would have been rough. You can figure out why. Scotty, I think she was called. If this alter ego version of me had met her, I might have flown into a genuine rage. I know the blind god of war would have had words to say about her of all gods being fooled. Anyway, there you have it. I'm pretty useful when I'm up against divine spirits, or in worlds where divine spirits are calling the shots.
So you're really strong when facing gods, huh?
Now I see. I had a feeling this was the case, but you just helped me clarify it, Muramasa. The land of the Fae has no concept of religion, which means...
Yep, there are no gods in Britain. Though I have no idea how this world ended up like that. It's damn peculiar. The whole world's ruled by fairies, but there ain't a trace of gods, the greatest mystics ever anywhere.
Well, that only makes sense, don't you think? I mean, it's only humans who desire gods. Fairies can do anything they want on their own, so they don't have to rely on a higher power for help. So of course the society isn't going to think up gods. You know, it's a good point. I'll have to write all this down later in my next message to Caldia. I wonder what Holmes is gonna have to say about it. I, don't know much about these god things either, so I can't speak to that. But you're still Ritsuka's enemy, right? I'm glad you're here helping us now, but, are you really comfortable working alongside your enemy?
You don't have to worry about that, Otoria. It's like I told you back in Gloucester. Now that you saved me, I'm gonna stick with you, Child of Prophecy. Easier for me that way. I ain't usually one to find fault with my own work, but at least this one's a job I can finally get behind.
So you're not fully on board with the foreign god's job then? No.
Are you freaking kidding me? Hell no. Damn thing's a pain in the ass.
But he's still under her contract, so you can't really do much about it.
Even now, I still have no idea what the hell the foreign god even is.
She just summoned me without asking, mixed some divine spirits into me without asking, and forced a bunch of work I never asked to be a part of on me.
I've always been a maker of weapons, so I know my hands weren't the cleanest to begin with. But at least when I was alive, I could swear to the Buddha that I never went down the wrong path. Of course, now that I've got some other things mixed in with me, I don't have a right or a wrong path anymore. So if nothing else, I'm gonna make sure I do good work on any job I take on. It's the least I can do as Muramasa.
And does that mean you've taken on the job of helping Artoria now?
Isn't that what I just said?
I wonder if the Shiro in him is influencing his desire to help Artoria a bit. I feel like it must be at least a tiny bit.
Isn't that what I just said? What are you grinning about?
You're more mean-spirited than I would have guessed. Yeah, I wonder how much of, like, Shiro and normal Artoria's history that Ritsuka would know about. Like, because Emiya's one thing, right? He probably he obviously remembers stuff, but it's unclear whether or not other versions of Saber outside the one I don't know. I would like to think that maybe Artoria and Caldia remembers the FSN stuff, but again, I haven't really seen anything of regular just Saber Artoria, so it's hard to say.
I see. In that case, we'll be happy to work with you. We could use all the help we can get now, especially from a heroic spirit we're already acquainted with. Once again, even if it's only in this lost belt, I'm glad we're on the same side, Senshi Muramasa.
Thanks. Since I'm setting the price for this job myself, I'll be helping out any way I can. And anyway, on a different note, I don't really want to ask this, but as much as I disliked the guy, he was still a colleague, so how did Limbo's final moments go?
He kicked and screamed until the end.
I see. Alright, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that and just go to bed.
She has a line for Emiya, the archer with a red coat. Fighting at his side brings both joy and sadness. No matter where life takes him, he's a heroic spirit assistant to fight forever.
That seems like... I don't know, but does that necessarily...
Like, maybe she might have vague emotions toward him that carried over, but like... I would like to think that implies the actual memories, but it could just be vague feelings she has. Like, she has a feeling that he has a horrible fate. But I would like to think that implies that, yeah, she straight up remembers hearing his story and, like, I guess just UBW. They never hear his story anywhere else. So, I'd like to think that's a straight up memory and not just a vague feeling she has about him. But no.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that and just go to bed.
Probably a good call. Don't think too much about us insulting him.
Is anyone awake? They're not, are they? No, they're all sleeping soundly.
I'll take that as a good sign. Ooh, creepy ass motherfucker. I'm pretty sleepy too, but I have to stand guard. No shady looking things nearby, check. No moors nearby, check. Don't you worry, everyone. I'll make sure Artoria stays safe. Okay. Falls asleep. Alright, yeah. I'll make sure she stays safe. Instantly goes to sleep. Sure. Alright, yeah. Very, very useful of you. Anyway. Yeah. Like I said, it was gonna be a short one. I have to stop here because don't know if the appliance guy is gonna show up early or not, so have to be on the watch for him to bring a fridge in, so that's gonna do it. That wasn't a horrible, even though we got into a new section, it wasn't a horrible spot to stop. I guess. But yeah, so Mash is an ornamental wife to the Lord of Sheffield now, who's about to go to war with one of the Queen Morgan's battalions. And apparently Sheffield's gonna be burned to the ground. So, you know, that's unfortunate. I don't know how I feel about them, like, spoiling that in the first note of that fragment. I feel like they should have left that as a surprise? Like, I don't know if I agree with that writing decision. Actually, I shouldn't say I don't know. I straight up don't agree with that writing decision. But this was interesting. We met Habitrot. I'm kind of interested to see what the reasoning for her being. I mean, I guess it's probably the same thing as like Scotty, right? Is that she just was powerful enough to inscribe herself into proper human history's Throne of Heroes somehow, and that's why she's summonable past LB6 or something. Because it is strange, like, but again, she's not even like godlike. At least I don't think. Remember Morgan told Barry so. Oh right, yeah, I guess yeah, they had already said as much. For some reason, I assumed. Okay. I didn't connect those. I thought it was like, I don't know, to be honest, it didn't even cross my mind, to be honest, when I saw Sheffield. But yeah, no, you're right. I mean, I guess they could have, I don't know. I feel like they still could have had it be like something else, like maybe she took care of a group of wandering Moors that was terrifying the area. But yeah, no, that makes sense. I still think even if that's the case, they shouldn't have even said that then. I feel like it would have been more interesting to have Mash show up at Sheffield and then things happen. and like us seeing it before being told. Either way, like, don't say like the thing with Morgan and Barghest, because yeah, again, you're right, that did happen. I just didn't think about it. That shouldn't have been said either. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I feel like show not tell would have been better in this case. I mean, I assume they're still gonna show it, but that's then tell and show rather than just show, which, you know, I don't know. I don't know. My minor critique aside, it is interesting. Like, obviously MASH is gonna get away, right? But I just don't see how. I have a feeling Bogart is gonna do something to help her escape. Like, after realizing like the battle is going south. He's finally honest and is like, okay, I kind of have some affection for MASH. I'm gonna help her get the hell out of here. At least I would like to think so, but I don't know, I guess we'll see. But for now, yes, you do it. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll catch y'all day after tomorrow for more LB6. Peace.